Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Strategic Command World War One. I don't know what episode this is. Episode 10, I think. Paris is now firmly in German hands. We've definitely pushed the border. We are doing some encirclements, and you can see that there's potentially the makings of a really big encirclement here. In fact, I don't even have to stop here. I'm just noticing now. Since this guy's supply line is clearly coming from this angle, although I think it is better if it comes from, yeah, that one. But next turn, as soon as it's drawn from this, yeah, 6. It could be a 6 here as well, but in fact, at some point we get better supply going. Oh, I see. It's trickling directly. So the 6 would only be here if it trickled through Tool, which it definitely won't. So it would be a 5 there. So if we wanted to, we could just move down here, which would also be a 5 of supply. I don't think we want to overextend that much. We're set pretty well to at least eliminate, right now, 3 cores, which won't be returning. And that also does hurt the French national morale. Now, with a national morale below 70%, I believe it's below 70% where all their units suffer a morale penalty. So they will no longer be able to go above a certain morale even after multiple turns of rest. They haven't been getting up that high anyway. I don't know how it affects their normal morale regain. If it's something like, they regain something proportional to the amount of morale they're missing, that's a pretty standard, this exponential gain type situation where, if you're missing 90% of your morale, you might get back 45%, but if you're only missing 10%, you only get back 5%. So there's usually this kind of mechanic in games. It's not always. It can be a fixed amount. It depends on how you want to abstract everything. Really talking too much about this. All we really need to do right now is choose research for Austria-Hungary and then also for the Ottomans. I did look at this research a little bit more. You can look at the percentages only if you turn off the Fog of War. So I had the Fog of War off for my Entente playthrough. That's the one I streamed and kind of goofed around with. I went back to that one just to look at the research values, and it's kind of what I was saying last time. In some cases, a second chit, a second investment point, will get you as much as the first one. That was one situation I found out of 4 or 5. The other ones, it is a diminishing return. So you can go into a fresh game and kind of fool around with this yourself. So yeah, it's still very much worthwhile to invest in a second point of anything you want. However, I just wouldn't recommend investing in something more than the points because it's not purely a double. So, or it's very not typically going to be a full double. And I don't exactly understand all the mechanics that work there. Anyway, so what does Austria-Hungary want to do? Well, they're not sitting too high on points, so industrial technology does not necessarily need to be a priority for us. I really don't know how spying and intelligence works across an entire coalition. Trench warfare seems like it's going to be really important for them, especially with the upcoming war against Italy. And command and control is just a huge problem. So if I do 60 and 160, I'll be left with about 80. And I guess I can do spying and intelligence. Let's see if that ends up being what we want to do. Oh my god. Okay. Time to reload. I'm just going to reload. I'll be right back. So stupid. Anyway, we're back. No problem. Thank God it happened at the beginning of the... I wouldn't be able to undo it if it happened later, but... yeah, now we'll go ahead and spend these points. And I'll do the trench warfare. And that does leave us with 87. So I think I will invest in... Well, I mean, I can either leave the points for unit creation, or I can just invest in spying. I don't have any idea, but you know what? We'll just go ahead and do it. I really don't know how it's going to affect things, but I like to prioritize, if I at all can, I like to prioritize research early on, and then hit some really, really peak potential plateau a little bit later in the game. We should just be rolling over things. Still neglected to actually take care of the Ottomans here. They have 160, so they can do trench warfare and turns out I've already double invested in the ones that are really important. Good for me. Well, we might have some reinforcements to do. Let me just double check on that. Yeah, we have an 8, so can't reinforce it. Can reinforce this one, which doesn't cost anything anyway. I wonder why we can't reinforce that 8. But we can get this one up to an 11. I mean, we have 150. We can well, we're 1 point shy, sadly, investing in that, of doing 2 things. Oh, no, I mean, there's really nothing else we can do. So let's invest in the trench warfare. We can invest in logistics. I don't really understand how logistics is helpful. If it increased supply somehow, that would be useful, but it doesn't appear to do that. Each new level of logistics research reduces operational movement and regular transport costs by 10%. This seems pretty useless. Maybe it's good for the Entente, but not... I don't think I can't envision a use, unless we're going to do something like a sea lion. I don't know if the Germans ever had an operation name for doing it in World War I, but... yeah, with 99 left, we could do I don't think we need to do spying. Yeah, there's pretty much nothing we need to do here. We might as well just work on, like, mobility or something. Mobility. Why not? We have the points for it, and I think we even still have the points to do that. So, not a half bad turn. And now we can go ahead and end the turn, but I need to zoom in first. Yeah, okay, good luck to us. Let's see what we get. Alright, so now that we're in the Irish Sea, this actually toggles another unrestricted, or another national morale drop for the British. They're probably around 90% now. Serbian morale continues to fall. Verdun is under siege, garrison's morale is reduced. And Belfort as well. I guess Epinal doesn't count as being under siege. Ottoman Empire prepares for war. They're at 99%. I wonder if that means they're just entering now. Okay, some new forces are joining the French. I forgot to deploy my units. There was a submarine and dreadnought that I didn't deploy, but... well, I don't think if it was like land units, it might be worth reloading again, but... just not, I'm not in it. Workers on the Clyde strike over conditions. Interesting. They're blocking our imports to the North Sea only on this side, not on this side. Pro-German war revolt in South Africa is crushed. We gained command and control development, Austria-Hungary, and the Ottomans developed command and control level 1. That's pretty good. Looks like we've done enough to stop their imports from Canada, which is fantastic. Getting at 500 points for the Germans next turn, and actually still over 300 for the Austro-Hungarians. That's fantastic. Ottomans are still collecting close to 200, so we'll have enough points to reinforce and maybe look at some more research options. Hey, at some point we might be able to start building new units. Okay, we dove from the attack. That's good. It's quite good. We also dove from this one. Ended up on another objective. Ooh! Their seaplane carrier is out causing havoc with our submarines. Now, I'm not sure what that would mean in 1915. Seaplane carriers would probably be very useful for spotting submarines. They couldn't spend a lot of time underwater. Okay, I'll do, again, our losses first, their losses second, should we be attacked. So I think that first one was a 2-0. It's because the submarine was attacked by a seaplane tender, obviously. It's not... yeah. Not going to be able to return fire. And this snow, it's actually full-on snowing right now, which is good for us, I guess. Terrain-wise, I mean, weather-wise, keeping defensive stuff. Although we usually end up defending very well already, and this may be discouraging them from attacking and losing forces. Holy cow, 3-2. 1-4, that's a little bit more like it. Maybe it's not a huge defensive penalty. I mean, that was a pretty bad exchange. We still have to pay as much for cavalry as we do for a corps, infantry corps, so I'm not happy to see that. HQs are moving forward. Oh, they actually vacated? Okay, they moved someone else in. Marine unit. I wonder if we might be able to defeat that. So I don't know where we'll try to do our encirclement over here. It'd be great if we could go all the way around Dijon and Auxerre. 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 Ooh, they have artillery. Yikes! That's no bueno. Oh, but the Russians put their cavalry right on the front. I don't fully understand what they're doing there. I don't think we were really attacked. The French attacked twice. That garrison's all just, I mean, I'm sure it's dead. And that's it. Wow, what an empty turn. But was kind of what we would expect. It looks like the Ottomans are, yeah, mobilizing for war. That's exactly what I was about to say. Some pretty weak units, but nope, those are 2 corps, 3 corps. Okay, they do have a fair number of corps. They're mobilizing in the Middle East. Okay, that's good to see. Oh, another corps. That's nice. 2 more corps. Very nice. That destroyer is going to be actually very important for us. Wow, interesting that the Ottomans have officially joined the Central Powers, so that just means, obviously, we're already controlling them, but they will now be in the war. And Italian nationalists are calling for Italy to enter the war. Not a great place for their airplanes to be. Indian troops seize Basra. Armenian uprising in Van. Giant locust swarm. Deserters from the Ottoman army attack Ottoman outposts in Mesopotamia. Typhus epidemic. Great. Breaks out among Ottoman forces in the Caucasus. Ooh, wow. We did disrupt the French-Serbian convoys at last. They're blockading us in the North Sea. Russian trade can no longer pass the Dardanelles. Ottomans declare a jihad against the Entente. Egypt supports that. The British relieve him from command. King George V announces that the British will protect Muslim pilgrimage routes. Huh. I have no idea what that means. If it has any gameplay impact. Oh, it's going to be raining and muddy and horrible conditions, so we'll see if we're able to get anything done. It might be just a all quiet on the Western Front type situation for a little bit. I mostly am interested in seeing the points lost. Okay, here it is. 12 points. French Serbia. And then the rest we kind of read through. Okay, the fall of Basra is a painful loss. We should consider taking action here. Saying yes, this will reduce the enemy's ability to advance further. Klein's submission at 75. Okay, let's just do it. How much does it cost? 55? Yeah, we'll do that. Thousands of Georgian Muslims cross the border from Russia and want to join us. Probably will say yes. It says we'll be wise. We'll take the extra forces, sure. Yeah, it's a full... Yeah, and these 2 are the ones I forgot to deploy last time. We get artillery as well. That's great. Probably our first order of action is just immediately bring that up to full strength. We'll deploy those forces at the end, if I remember. In fact, am I crazy? Oh, I wonder if this was their last turn. I missed it. I bet you... Well, I mean, I don't know when those were deployed, but Now, all eyes on the Western Front as we expected. Oh my gosh, we can just straight kill this thing? Wow, what's their morale at? The morale has fallen to 60%. This one's at 80%, so maybe what I said about the morale, that was just what I was hearing from other people. Morale across the border is around 60%. Okay, supply of 3 here, so we can eliminate Epinal, which by the way did not suffer the siege event. The only Belfort and the Verdun did. We'll have to move this unit back, although it's still punching pretty fairly at 2 and 2. Wow, 1 and 5. Good gracious. I mean, if we can push this unit back, we can begin an encirclement. And I think this is crazy. I think we have the legs to carry it out. We have 2 cores, full-strength cores, ready to go. And I mean, we're actually ready to go, with morale over 100%. Let me actually just take a moment. I don't have any idea what the situation is as far as morale goes. So let's just take a look right now. Oh wow, UK has fallen to 85%. France is down to 54. Italy 100. Serbia's down to 70. So not as low as I was hoping. 76 for the Russians. Germans are at 111%. And Austro-Hungarians, you just can't buy these guys morale, despite a lot of success. Still only at 91%. And the Ottomans have just joined and they're already slightly below, but that's fine. That kind of makes sense to me. I'm just so excited to sit and stare at all the possibilities, but I'm not sure if you are. I think I'll just walk through a couple of these initial thoughts. I'll develop them a little bit while paused, and then I'll come back. But let's continue these little thoughts over here. I know we're blocking this, so I'm assuming this red line will turn white after this, because I think that they're just going to stop trying to send. They lost 12 points having this up. Things are looking pretty good. We have, oh wow, 1 to 4. Do we have advantages here? 1 to 1. No. So that niche was going to be hard to take, but Pristina is certainly done for. And the supply is only 2 there, so it's going to be fine. It doesn't really matter. We don't really care if we eliminate things permanently or not, because Serbia's not going to have the points, not going to have the legs to really do anything. Anyway. We'd like to cut off this group at Ragusa. We'd like to take Ragusa back, for crying out loud. What's your 1 to 3? Yes, we can definitely do a 1 to 4. We can eliminate this Pristina unit, no problems. We can take Pristina. And I guess what we can do, we cannot, oh, we can actually move. I wonder if Scutari, I wonder if that's defended. And if, it shouldn't be, because we should be able to see it if it is. So maybe we'll do, I don't even know if we'll end up attacking. What we might end up trying to do is just killing the HQs. I mean, this is already at a supply of 4, despite being next to an HQ. So things are not looking good for the Serbian forces. Serbian and Montenegrin forces. We might want to cycle some units out. Yeah, the sub's at a supply of 1. These guys are slowly, are they all on raid mode still? Did they switch back? No, they are still in raid mode. Yeah, we're still raiding. We'll just toggle that off and on. We have to keep these 3 units where they are to prevent the Italians from getting a little more anxious. Oh, and this unit remained cut off. Supply of 2, we can easily 1 to 4, 1 to 4. So we will be able to eliminate that one this time. Doesn't look like we'll be able to kill the unit Lods, but it's actually worth 25 national morale. I mean, I guess that's not too much, but we can cut this one off easily. 1 here, 1 to here, and we can still attack the HQ, which we will certainly do. Wow, there's a lot of stuff that's waiting for us. However, I think we'll start off by putting a pause in and let me thinking about the Western Front, which is where I'll begin when we get back. Okay, well, unfortunately our aircraft are grounded, but there's a lot of interesting things we can do this turn. I think we want to take this 0 and 10. Start off with that. Just doesn't make sense to me not to take advantage of such a huge victory. I also have not actually... Crap. Probably should do this first. Well, this unit has already acted, so I don't actually need him to do anything. In which case, we'll leave this guy's group where he is. Who is supposed to be controlling this unit, though? My god. I don't think we can detach him anymore because he's already moved. Okay, let me just pause. Let me look at that. Okay, just to let you know what I was doing. I didn't really change anything up here. I think I swapped one unit. This unit used to control this one, and this guy used to control. You just right-click, detach, attach. And over here, this unit now controls this. I can't get to him. He's actually out of range, which I think I knew. It's supply of 2, so it's pretty clear that he's going to have a hard time. So we want to make sure we take Epinal something. We got to clear a roadway this turn. So Epinal is looking like the target. We'll probably end up going at it pretty hard just to make sure we get it down. And we can't target for our artillery, unfortunately, but I think it's still going to be worth it to knock their morale below 50%. You know, secure victory for sure. So, HQs are lined up. Let's go ahead and start over here. So 2 to 5 instead of a 1 to 5, but I think we'll still break through. I'd even leave this unit. I was going to have him push pretty hard, but I think I might leave him now. Do this attack. God, wow, 2 to 3 instead. This unit is now going to deploy into Le Havre, so we're going to go and push. Actually, I guess I need to push with my cavalry first to see what's over there. We don't want to. Okay, we have vision of everything, and there's nothing there. So, this guy can push as far as he wants. We'll be pushing to Cherbourg. Oh, there is something there. Well, we got a little bit lucky. It looked like this lit up. Oh, it probably lit up this, and this wasn't lit up, but I couldn't tell. Well, okay, then we were still okay to do that. Just want to guard the port. He'll be reinforced next turn. Gonna have to wait a turn for that, but... And then I guess we just move this unit here to guard that road. You have already attacked. You're also out of HQ. We'll just buffer this area, like so. If this unit can kill this, it would be great. It did. And we can get him into Cain as well. I'm going to leave him. We may want him to fill gaps somewhere else that I can't yet quite imagine. I'm going to move this unit here. We can attack the HQ, which is, in my opinion, always a nice thing. We're moving out of Paris just to hold the line here. And this guy's actually going to be able to entrench. I think we'll just do that. I don't think that this attack would be, it would not be useful. And it would not be, it would be ill-advised. It would not be well-advised. It would be ill-advised. Alright, so I think we've more or less completed everything that's going to go on over here. Except for this unit could either entrench or pull back. I guess extending the zone of control a little bit further, and this is cavalry. We don't need to worry about it too much. We'll probably just entrench where we are. Like so. It's not going to help too much, but maybe it helps enough to discourage an attack. We can take, I'm pretty sure we can take one hit without dying. If they both attack, maybe we lose. I don't know. But the cavalry, it's going to be in supply. Ooh, it's supply of 3. Crap. Well, we really need better supply. Turns out that supply is actually becoming a big issue here. And turns out this guy needs to get further forward. Okay, what does supply look like next turn? Oh, okay, good. It'll be a supply of... I mean, it's only 5. It's really not that good. We need our HQ to get to Cain damn it, as soon as possible. The escape button, for God knows why, doesn't work in this game. Escape closes the game. That's okay. Now, where does this 10 go? This is a good question. I really wish we could move here so I could further protect this 7. But they are not likely to leave Le Mans to attack. In fact, I think if they move forward, they'll be leaving Rennes. This is a weakened unit. I don't think they'll be doing any attacking. Let me just sit tight on the west. The far west. The west of the west. Okay, the central area of the west. This is where I want my thrust to come through. We're gonna have to have. We're gonna have some interesting supply situations here. I feel like it'd be very easy to overextend, get out of supply as we've seen. I mean, we are winning this war without doing something so extreme. A full encirclement like this will just end the war, just for the French. But, okay, I want to do this. Wow, so we have not been batting very well so far. That 1-5 turned out to be a 2-4. A bunch of other failed attacks. We'll take it. Okay. They're trying to win my affections back. Too little, too late. Oh, oh my god, a 1-6. Yes. I didn't mean to... Okay. It only ended up being a 1-5. I think that's still okay. I'm going to move this unit back, move this 10 in. Wow, it's going to be... Well, when you give them the opportunity to do one or the other, we'll do this one. We'll move this unit back, we'll move this unit back, and we'll attack. You gotta be kidding me. Cavalry, I need cavalry. Well, this is a bummer. I guess we'll move our blimp into... No, Paris should probably be reserved for an HQ. Can you get there? Cannot. You know, I really borked this. I really borked it. Well, you can get here. It's not going to help us, really. We need a unit to get here. And I don't know if there's any sense in... Yeah, it'll be a 6 next turn, but... Okay, I think I'll do this, just so I can move this HQ here. We gotta keep them pushing forward. You're in Ream, so that's a good place for you to be. Okay, we'll move this unit forward here. Get you to be here. Can't really do much in the rain, that's why I can't do anything with them. Is it Verdun's time? I mean, 53%. Still looking at 1 zeros, 2 zeros. It's not their time. 2-3, 2-2, 2-2, 1-2. That's potentially good, but we have the 1-3s here, so we'll do that. Okay, so Epinal's it's Epinal's turn first, especially because we do need that supply corridor. I took them down to 48%. I'm gonna go ahead and use another bunch of shells. So 49, 48. Okay, 48, 46. It's having very marginal returns in that at this point. So I'll do the attack here first. All right, 1-4. We'll take it. It's positive. We're moving in the right direction. I don't know if he can move forward if he does this attack, but... Okay, let's do this one first, because... Okay, and 0-4, because he can move into Nancy, and this guy can move south and then attack. And that means that these guys will all be free to do as they wish. Like, this is a 2-3, this is a 2-4. If that guy moves in here, we'll see what he can get out of it. I don't want to move this guy yet, in fact, because I may move this 10 into Nancy, leave... The Verdun unit is not going anywhere, I don't think. So we'll move this unit here. This unit will move into Epinal, because we need to take it. We need the supply line. And we'll see how far forward this guy can get. Can this unit still move? He does have 1 action point. Unfortunately, that will not allow him to move in, because we might actually have to move him back, because I need this HQ to move forward to have better supply. Although... Yeah, there's no road here. So, yeah, we need to move him forward. He needs to be in Nancy, which means we have to take Toul soon. Alright, let's do this. Okay, that went according to plan. He can actually continue to move forward. We don't need him to stay in there. So you move forward here. You're looking at 2-2, 2-3, 2-4. Which is so interesting. I think what we want to do is move this unit forward, attack the HQ. God, if we had one unit, any unit. Wait. We can do it. We can do it. It's not going to be good because our cavalry is going to end up back here and probably may even end up dying next turn. We can move him here and then we can swap the 2 units. That'll get him here. Actually, he won't have enough action points to attack, so that's an evil cackle wasted on nothing. I hate wasting my evil cackles on nothing. Okay, so this is so interesting. We can push this unit all the way, cut off all of these units, move this one here. Oh my gosh, we can actually cut them off. I think that has to be priority number 1. We cannot cut them off, or can we? Well, they are not going to be able... We may not need to cut them off this turn. If we can just go slow and steady here, we move 1 unit. Because I want to attack this unit first. Oops, I didn't even mean to do that, but we did it now. It's too late. Let's maintain the road, though. This guy can attack. I wonder if... I think we should go in and attack the cavalry? Let me just look at their stats again. Yeah, they defend at 3. I think that they are considered hard. Right? 3 and 2. 4 and 3. So they are worse. Cavalry is worse. So they're not going to be as good, but they're probably a lot worse. But he is entrenched. He is an entrenchment of 2. Is this a city? No, it's not. He's just been probably sitting there for a while. And you can still attack and potentially move forward. Like, this guy can move forward. He can't get into Nancy. We're going to need... So this is, honestly, we'll almost surely be doing this. Oh, he can move forward now. That is so important because of the zone of control loss. I mean, movement. That is very, very important. We're going to move him there. Probably could have gotten into Nancy if we had taken Tool this turn for the same reason, but zone of control still causing that to have some issues. You know, this is a 1 to 3 is not bad. And the 2 to 1 is probably just due to supply. Hopefully that'll be freed up next turn. This guy's at supply of 4, this guy's at supply of 2. I think we'll just stay. I think I'm actually just going to entrench with this unit. We want to do... Yeah, I wish we could get 2 sides, but that doesn't... It's very unlikely. I don't even know if this unit can attack. If it does it lose entrenchment? I don't know. I don't think so. So we'll probably just entrench. Okay, let's do number of sides only 2. I really don't need it anywhere but... Oh, shoot. I should have done it down here. I should have done 1, 1, 2. I thought that this one was already part of the border, but that's okay. I don't think he's going to move and then attack, and even if he does, I don't think that'll be a successful game plan for him. At least it's already a hill. And since we're not moving, we'll have entrenchment of 1 no matter what. Okay, now we have this 1 to 4, which is I think what I'll do next. Okay, he can't move now. But we can kill the unit entirely, which is probably what we'll end up doing. Yeah, so this guy moves here, and this unit moves here. And that looks like what our front line will look like next turn. So there's obviously this hole. He can move in. They'll have to abandon the fort to do that, though, and if they do, we take it. Okay, fine. Fair enough. You want to hit our HQ. It's going to be expensive to replenish, but I think it's going to speed the demise of France. So I'm willing to do it. In fact, this actually is a little bit more tempting now. Yeah, with 1 action point, I think if we swap this guy, we can verify this. I can swap him. Yeah, but I don't think I need to. I'm pretty sure that that's exactly how it would go. And you've already attacked anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Frustrating. So it looks like what I'm actually ended up doing is really pushing things more to the west, and I wanted to push things more through this little pocket. Although, gosh, if the French lose these 4 corps, it's just over for them. It's really over. We can finish this guy off. I don't even know if I need to. Hear me out on this. If we don't, he's just going to spend points to replenish that unit. That unit is really not in good shape. I mean, it can't do anything as a 2. So he'll spend units to replenish it. We'll just have to defer killing it until next turn. And I think I'm okay with that. I mean, what's the justification for not killing it? I honestly think that it's going to block it. Let's say, okay, I'm pretty sure the French are just completely out of troops. So that what we see here is what they exactly have and nothing more. I'm not sure about that, but that's my speculation. It's probably true. So destroying this means that I was like thinking, well, what if they had a unit right here that I can't see? And, you know, because they reinforce this unit, it can't move out and let another unit in there. Well, I don't think that's... it's probably not. Just depends on whether I want to lose 1 unit for 2. Yeah, I mean, it would have been nice also to take out their artillery. I think we need to even move this unit back. So we might actually do this swap just to get this cavalry out of the harm's way, although he'll still be in harm's way, unfortunately. We can move him here and then swap him with this 10. It's really not a bad idea. Yeah, I like that. Gets him out of the front. We're going to leave this, unfortunately, exposed, but nobody can make it there, I don't think. Not even using extended movement points, or forced march, I guess it's called. Yeah, because of stacking limits, even if I move this unit over here, I don't think that the Verdun unit can do anything. It could move down. It could just abandon Verdun. It's weird. That might actually be a good play. We move down here. We prevent our HQ from being attacked. They can move, but they can move this unit forward, and that would put Verdun back in supply. But the whole group's gonna fall next turn anyway. I don't know. You really, it's like pick your poison. Like, that's a perfect figurative speech for this. We can just let France, or we can choose the poison for them. It's just, they're all doomed. It's just a matter of what exactly we want to do. With supply being... Yeah, it's actually better to move this guy off, so we'll do that. I thought that might be the case. Okay, well, we can swap the 10 to the front, which I think I'm likely to do. What is Epinal looking at? It has supply of 1, so it's not going to be... It's not going to be helpful to base our HQ in there, which means... Yeah, that we might as well have the 8 staying in there. So let's swap these 2. Good. Maybe we should... Well, this is already down to 60%. Yeah, these guys are not going to be very effective. And you can see that the French left them with 9s even though they're staying in place. So they don't even have the points to replenish. And losing HQ is just not going to help. Yeah, we've really thoroughly beaten up the French, and it's just getting worse and worse. And we don't even need to spend that. Do we even spend points to replenish over here? Is there anybody we can? We can make 1 person over... Yeah, that's it. I can't believe that. That's... Okay, let's move over to Serbia now. This episode's going to go on for too long, so I'm going to go ahead and break it up here. I'll try to post the next video tomorrow, or very quickly. So thanks for watching, and until that next one, take care.